I think Pavan and Mesak and Randy Barracuda and Daniel Savio, they have been explaining it so much that now they got like, what, you don't know Skweee? Really?
In some way, Skweee is really similar to punk. It's like everybody can make that sort of music, and you should have an attitude that you can do it if you want. Most of the guys are real nerds, but I don't know. It's not what kind of a person you are, it's just how you feel the music. You really have to feel the Skweee in you if you want to make Skweee.
Skweee, you can give a million answers of what Skweee is, but except of the it's low tempo and influenced by this and that, it's more or less some kind of simple and naive way to simplify music without making it minimal.
Skweee just means to get an interesting sound and really try to get everything you can from it. Squeeze the sound until it's just right, and then squeeze some more and make it funky, I guess. I've been to those Skweee parties in Raum 20, for example, that were quite a lot of fun for people to see this the first time, how they react if they first see it, because it's quite slow and there's so much space and silence in the music, and they come from different backgrounds of music, like hip-hop or techno or whatever, and it's quite fun for them to discover, how do I dance to this?
Especially in Finland, we got a lot of negative reactions as well. When, of course, you start labeling the stuff as Skweee, and they're like, okay, it's a new genre. You cannot make a new genre. It's very fake, but it was not. First it happened, and then we started calling it Skweee, or the name appeared from somewhere.
Flogsta and Harmonia has been releasing some of my favorite 7-inches and favorite compilations for the last couple of years. 5 years ago, they and him has been influencing me a lot in the way I think about electronic music. It was a time when a lot of electronic music was getting very, very complicated and very complex and dense, and I think that's some of the Flogsta and Harmonia releases is turning things around and making them simple and happy and maybe funky again.
I had this prophecy a couple of years ago that if something happens, it should have happened 2009. That was an early prophecy. But since it hasn't really happened anything special, but it's still growing, it's still going somewhere, and it's still more and more people and more labels are making the music. So I don't know. I stopped making prophecies because I realized that I don't know how music travels.